How many times I gotta tell y'all I'm a spaghetti you differently every time? Every time I'm going to spaghetti you differently. This is Mississippi chicken spaghetti. Let me show you how I made it. All right, y'all. I have a pack of some chicken breast right here. Don't matter where you get them from, just some chicken breast. I've already began rinsing them out, and I'm just gonna start cleaning them. Right here, you see that? You see that? It's a little bit of muscle right there. You don't need that. Just chop that off. And I'm just gonna chop it up. My knife is really dull, and no, it is not this this stainless steel cutting board that's making it dull. It's just these knives, cheap as hell. Just keep it up any kind of way. We'll do the same thing here. You see some muscle right there. So this one I want to cut like this. Cut that muscle off. Just chop that up. Into the bowl. Remove that. And most people would think that's fat that I'm like pulling off. That's not fat. It's a part of the muscle tissue that was connected to the bone of the chicken breast. And this is what people say, what they mean when they say clean your chicken. It'll literally taste better if you remove that. It's not necessarily always. Rinsing it in some tap water, then letting it, soak for a little while in some lemon juice, some lime juice, or some vinegar. It's literally just, that's fine. Just doing a little butchering to the chicken. All right, I'm just going to dispose of the packaging my chicken came in. Dispose the chicken scraps. Now, if you were just really just big on waste not, want not, what you can do here is you can freeze these, and then you can kind of render off the little fat that's in there along with the rest of your chicken scraps, and then make like a ghee or a good chicken broth if you just really big on that, but that's not necessary. I'm gonna season this chicken real simply. Here I have some grapeseed oil. No salt tonings. If you like Creole seasoning, I would strongly suggest that you invest in a no salt version of your favorite brand. Strongly suggest you'll use it more often and you use the right amount without worrying about all the salt. Some Dano's all-purpose seasoning. Some sea salt. Some black pepper. Get in there. Massage that around some. All right, my chicken looking like some POCs. It's time to move on and get to cooking. Okay, I have a large, heavy pan right here, heavy frying pan. I think this is called a saucier. I don't know. Listen, a large pan. Got my eye on. I'm gonna put that down to medium. Okay, this pot is heating up nicely. So this is very much a dish that is big on au jus sauce. I don't have the au jus packet, but I do have beef tallow. So I'm gonna use that for the fat for rendering the chicken and the aromatics. And if you want to know why it seems like I'm struggling getting like the tallow out of this, it's because it's cold, borderline frozen. You actually want to store beef tallow in the refrigerator or even freeze it until you're ready to use it, because it is perishable and it is very expensive. But also, being that it's in this like very hard state, it actually helps you not add too much. Here we go. A little more. Yeah, there we go. Just moving this fat around and let that get to temperature. Okay, we're gonna use some young ho stuff because I told y'all can make this on like a weeknight where you get home a little earlier or you feel like cooking for like an hour, hour and a half. We finna just put all these in here. Now I did crank the heat up, so some searing will happen. Now that's gonna steam it up a little bit, but you just wanna leave it alone. Probably gonna leave this alone for about 4 minutes. Then I'm gonna remove it and then add in my aromatics. All right, my chicken has been frying literally for like 5 minutes, and there has been some color developing. It's pulling away from the pan easily. That's how you know it's done searing on the side I initially put it in. And I'm just gonna be honestly really lazy and just do this. Just do this. And I'm actually not going to sear the other side. Reason being is that this is going to cook for a while anyway, and there's enough bond on the bottom of the pan for what I need to do next. So I'm just going to put it back in the same bowl. No, I'm not cross-contaminated because this is getting ready to cook for what I said. About 45 to an hour. Now, traditionally in Mississippi chicken, you would use chicken thighs or dark meat. I don't have, well, I have that, but however, I need to run through these chicken breasts that I have. I'm gonna add in a tablespoon and a half of butter because I don't know why you thought this was a healthy dish. I literally started off with beef tallow. I know you didn't think this was healthy. I started off with beef tallow. Be for real. Just swirling around that butter. If you are new to me, you should, because I really just started this cooking content. I pre-chop and freeze all my aromatics. I'm lazy, I do not care. I only chop them fresh. if I need to. Other than that, if it's just diced, I go ahead and chop it up, dice it up and freeze it. I'm adding a cup of onion. I'm gonna eyeball what looks like is one bell pepper from this. These are 4 different colors of bell pepper chop up. I get them from the wholesale stores. That's about right there. And I'm gonna add in what looks like either 2 large celery stalks or 3 small celery stalks. Put a lid on and just let that steam and defrost and all that good stuff. Now on to showing y'all the reason why I want y'all to watch your sodium. Like, I know y'all want to use Tony's in this. It makes sense to use Tony's in this. However, this dish uses a lot of ingredients that have a lot of salt already in them. So as you can see here, I got my my aromatics steaming. Most of the water is already cooked out, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and add in some beef base. Why? Because I don't have no au jus sauce, and the liquid that my aromatics created is going to help bloom the beef base, because I don't necessarily want to like fry it. I just want to bloom it. And I'm doing a tablespoon of it. Okay, I have that beef base all incorporated, and I'm just gonna leave this alone. And I'm gonna let this go ahead and cook out all the residual water and start actually frying my aromatics. Okay, my aromatics have reduced by a lot, and I'm gonna start adding in the seasonings. I will let you know this is going to seem like a lot. However, really and truly, for like 6 of these damn herbs I'm gonna add in here, you can just add a Italian seasoning. I actually am out of it. I can't believe it. I don't have any Italian seasoning. But before I do that, I'm gonna go in with some what you so shy for sauce. Put a lot in there so you know that shyness can break up. Some rosemary, some oregano, some thyme, and some basil. Now you can substitute all of that and just add in a good Italian seasoning, as I mentioned. Some Mrs. Kirkland, some ranch seasoning. You can use the Hidden Valley Ranch. I don't have that. I have this. You want to go kind of heavy-handed with it. Some onion powder. I'm using roasted garlic powder, but you can just use regular garlic powder or granulated garlic. Now, the ranch seasoning that I use isn't Hidden Valley Ranch, so it's going to be missing that buttermilk. So I'm going to go in with some buttermilk powder. You don't have to use this. You can just use some regular milk with some vinegar. And of course, we're going to do some salt. Not too much. Some pepper. And go heavy-handed with the no salt Creole. I'm going to go in what makes this Mississippi chicken spaghetti with some pepperoncinis. How many? I don't know. No, I'm not gonna chop them up. And what how pepperoncinis got to Mississippi or Mississippi cuisine is because a lot of people do not know that Jackson, Mississippi, or Central Mississippi as a whole has a large Greek. I added 7 pepperoncinis, and I'm gonna do about a teaspoon of the juice. But Central Mississippi has a large Greek population, very large. It'll shock people. Now I want you to use some good chicken broth. Some good stuff. If you don't have the good stuff, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But here, this is my new favorite brand. It is called Zoop. I found this in Kroger. It wasn't that expensive when I got it. I'm putting a whole jar in here. I filled this jar up 3/4 of the way with water, and I'm gonna add that in there. I'm gonna put my chicken back in here plus the juices. Now I got that all stirred around some. If you cooking something in like some broth or something like that for at least an hour, go ahead and throw you in at least 1 bay leaf. At least 1, you know? Make it taste like you tried to do something right quick, you know what I'm saying? Like you tried to do a little something, you know? Get that all in there. Now right now, while it's on high, I'm gonna cover it, and then when it comes to a boil, I'm gonna reduce it to about medium low, and I'm gonna let this go for an hour once it reduces. Excuse me, I'm gonna let this go for an hour once it comes to a boil, and it's turn it down to medium low. All right, y'all can see my Mississippi chicken is looking a little loose, but it's coming together. It's starting to shred up really easily. I'm just kind of sort of just loosely breaking it apart. I still do want chunks. I don't want to completely shred it. That's just how I prepare it. And what I'm going to do here is, I don't shop here anymore, but I have some quinoa thin spaghetti, or spaghetti pasta, excuse me. Brown rice quinoa. I just need to use it up. Like I said, y'all know I'm trying to move. I'm trying to get everything out of my pantry. And I'm just going to add it right in here. And don't care. This is going to thicken, so I don't have to actually like reduce it. And it's going to cook the pasta. And it's what's going to make it a one-pot meal. You just want to keep moving it around so it don't stick together. Now, if you're one of those people that worry about the spaghetti getting all mushy once you put this up for tomorrow for like your leftovers and all that, then don't do this. Just at this point right here, as I lifted it up, you just want to actually reduce it down by half, and then you will finish your sauce. Me, I don't care. All right, I got my spaghetti worked all in here, and I just put a lid on. And it is cranked up to medium high. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna prep for the sauce. And prepping for the sauce, traditionally this is made with cream cheese. I don't think cream cheese should go in this dish. So this is where I know I'm gonna lose some of y'all, but listen, you got to stay with me, you know, stay with me. Here I have a 16-ounce container of cream cheese. Stay with me, stay with me. Don't leave. It looked good so far, so you know I know what I'm doing. You stay here because you know I know what I'm doing. Into a blender. Are you going to need all 16 ounces? Yes. Do you actually want cream cheese lingering around in your, not cream cheese, excuse me. Do you actually want cottage cheese lingering around in your refrigerator knowing you're not going to use it? All right, yes, you do need the 16 ounces worth. And here I have some unsalted chicken stock. Pour about 2, maybe like a tablespoon plus a teaspoon in there. Put your blender cap on, and then I would double blend this just to make sure it's smooth. Okay, here I have some of that provolone cheese, that smoked provolone that I used in that cheesesteak mac, and I'm just gonna slice this up. I'm gonna slice up about, I'm gonna do about 6 slices. Yep, 6 slices. All right, y'all are seeing my pasta. It's nearly done. Just loosening it up some. This is the joys of doing a one-pot spaghetti pasta or one-pot long noodle pasta. You do have to break up your noodles. Okay, here I have my blended up cottage cheese. Just gonna add that in there. And I wouldn't rinse this out, I would just scrape out what you can. And I have my chopped up smoked provolone. And here I have a little bit of shredded pepper jack cheese. That I need to use up. And this will thicken it right on up. At this point, I'm cutting off the heat. And I'm just mixing. Actually, I need to change utensils. Utensils change. Now, traditionally, this is made in a crock pot, and this is literally how it looks. And I'm just gonna taste this for seasoning. I know it's gonna need some more salt. I'm gonna do about a teaspoon of sea salt. And I'm gonna sprinkle in a little bit of no salt Tony's. Trying the sauce again. That's it. That's it. I'm gonna let this sit for 5 minutes, then I'm gonna serve it. Look, I got my little seasoning on top. Look at that. It's so creamy. Noodles are cooked all the way through. Chicken nice and tender, flavorful. I'm tasting the pepperoncinis. Listen, y'all got to try this.